In 1981, a Japanese student studying in Paris committed a crime so horrifying that it continues to haunt the world decades later. He murdered and cannibalized his classmate, yet, astonishingly, he'd never served a day in prison. This is the chilling story of Issei Sagawa, the man who became known as the Kobe Cannibal. But how did a confessed murderer and cannibal evade justice and live freely for the rest of his life? Some stories stay with you long after the screen fades to black, not because they're gory, but because they expose something wrong, something broken in us, in the systems we trust, and in the way we look away when we shouldn't. At Zen Echoir, true echoes of horror, we unravel real-world nightmares, stories that should have stayed hidden, but didn't. If you're drawn to the unsettling truths beneath true crime, mysteries, and the internet's darkest corners, subscribe now. These aren't just stories, they're echoes. Sagawa's case is not just a tale of gruesome murder. It's a disturbing narrative of legal loopholes, international jurisdiction failures, and a media frenzy that turned a killer into a celebrity. His story forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about justice, morality, and the human fascination with the macabre. Issei Sagawa was born on April 26, 1949, in Kobe, Japan, into a wealthy and influential family. From a young age, he harbored cannibalistic desires, which he later attributed to a dream he had in first grade. Despite these dark urges, Sagawa pursued academic excellence, eventually enrolling at the Sorbonne in Paris to study literature. It was there that he met Renée Hartevelt, a 25-year-old Dutch student. On June 11, 1981, Sagawa invited Hartevelt to his apartment under the pretense of translating poetry. As she read aloud, he shot her in the neck with a rifle. Over the next 2 days, Sagawa committed acts of necrophilia and cannibalism, consuming parts of her body and storing others in his refrigerator. He later attempted to dispose of the remains in 2 suitcases but was caught by French police. Sagawa was arrested and declared legally insane by French authorities, leading to his confinement in a mental institution. However, after 15 months, he was deported to Japan, where psychologists deemed him sane. Due to legal technicalities and the inability to access sealed French court documents, Japanese authorities released him. Sagawa became a free man, living openly in Tokyo, and even profiting from his notoriety through books and media appearances. Sagawa's case has been the subject of numerous discussions and debates online. In a 2018 episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, artist David Cho recounted the story, expressing disbelief at how Sagawa managed to avoid punishment. The internet is rife with theories and speculations about the case, with many questioning the integrity of the legal systems involved. Several theories attempt to explain how Sagawa evaded justice. Some suggest that his family's wealth and influence played a significant role, while others point to the complexities of international law and the challenges of cross-border prosecution. There are also discussions about the media's role in sensationalizing the case, potentially overshadowing the gravity of his crimes. Issei Sagawa lived freely in Japan until his death from pneumonia in 2022 at the age of 73. He never faced legal consequences for his actions, leaving a legacy that continues to disturb and provoke. His story serves as a grim reminder of the imperfections in our justice systems and the unsettling fascination society holds for the grotesque. If this story unsettled you, you're not alone. For more real-world horror stories that challenge our understanding of justice and morality, like, comment, and subscribe to Zen Echoir, True Echoes of Horror. Rewatch this episode. We've left Easter eggs and clues hidden throughout the story.